The coffee club, we hoist our cups and then glug glug. A finer group of friends you will not meet. Coffee Club!
Here we go for Coffee Club on a Friday morning, September 16, 2022, and we have some guests here in the studio. I forgot to give one of them the actual official Coffee Club card with the rules on the back, but we're going to have a fun day today. We actually have a pretty full room, Josh.
Yes, we got a full room here. We're excited for it. Simply Strings going to have a concert coming up. And then also we got Pheasants Forever. And then the McCook Police Department just got done doing their holiday campaign. And they collected the numbers of that. And we had, I believe, 2 police officers that worked overtime hours to be able to keep our southwest Nebraska roads safe here in McCook.
So let's do introductions. We'll start off over here on my right. I think it's your right if you're watching online.
Radio
too.
left.
Yeah. We have Liz and Cheryl that are joining us here in the studio, and this is going to be fun to have them as a part of the conversation today. So you guys are part of Simply Strings, so tell us a little bit about that.
Well, my name is Liz Knedlick, and I came to Simply Strings a little bit later. It was actually started by Cheryl Christner here on my right. And we do have a big concert coming up.
Yes, our concert is Sunday, 3 o'clock at the historic Fox Theater. You want to be there. Simply Strings has a distinction of being one of the few, if maybe not the only, and multi-generational orchestra. So we have teenagers involved, and this year a number of Liz's students are going to join us for a couple of numbers, and that'll be fun for them and for us. But the bulk of the concert is just a variety of music. We have movie themes, we have classical, we have a little of everything. So it should be a lot of fun.
And I imagine it's going to cost everybody an arm and a leg to get in, right?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Bring some extra strings for the viola.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, yeah, it's a free will offering deal. So we do this particularly for families so that you can bring all the kids and no charge. So this just, free will donation. We appreciate donations, but nobody's going to fight you for it.
Well, it's one of those opportunities for you to come out and see something, again, that, a lot of areas don't have. And you guys put it on every year, and it's been a huge success. And we love going and listening to it. I mean, it is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Appreciate that.
We have a lot of great, talented people out in our area.
That's right.
Well,
Also, go ahead. Yep.
I was just going to say that actually it's interesting that in the McCook and Southwest Nebraska area, we've actually had strings going on pretty much forever. Yeah. And often when the Pioneers came out, the fiddle came as well because that was the entertainment. And especially in the evenings, no internet in those days.
That's right.
So in a way, there are the ups and downs through the years, but right now we are very much in an up phase.
So this event, you usually plan this about one time a year, but what's special about this particular one? What do you like the most about this one?
I'll answer that. Well, I think I was appreciating, I went back through the history since we started in 2015, and I realized that over 40 young people have gone through and experienced Simply Strings on their way to college, not necessarily music majors, just having music for fun. And then the Nebraska Cultural Endowment did an article on us in 2020 just for the fact that it was a multi-generational thing. And it's almost unheard of because you either have the professional adults and they don't want to mess with the kids, or you've got a kids orchestra that is a little...
Doesn't want to mess with the adults.
And honestly, you don't always want to listen to a long concert of just kids. So it's a good mix, and it's a lot of fun. We
a lot of renditions of Three Blind Mice.
Yeah, exactly right. So, we have some featured soloists, Liz here, and my daughter Leanne. They have a duet on... I guess I'll tell them. Can I tell them? Theme from Schindler's List. And so that will be enjoyed. I know that's just amazing to listen to them. if we could, the rest of us could drop out, it'd probably be even better. But
What's the instrumentation? What's the makeup of for what you guys have planned?
Well, we are what is called a string orchestra. The Simply Strings is pretty accurate in describing. In the orchestra itself, we have violins, violas, cellos, and the double bass, which is the stand-up double bass that you see, the huge baby. That if there's a flood, you can repurpose that. It's that big.
Right.
But in addition to that, a harp has strings, and so there's going to be harp playing.
Yeah.
Along with the orchestra, and then also, is it one or two pieces that the harps are by themselves?
yeah, we'll have a harp trio with Robin Marks and my granddaughter Addie and myself, and then a harp duet with just Addie and myself. And then we also play on several of the orchestra pieces with harp. So that's a unique situation as well.
So the event's coming up this weekend,
Yes,
right?
yes, Sunday.
On Sunday, and going to be at the Historic Fox Theater.
3 o'clock.
3 p.m. So come out for that. Great time here in McCook, Simply Strings. Another event that is coming up not too long from now, Pheasants Forever has their annual banquet that is coming up. Addie's joining us here in the studio. Welcome to the SNOOZEBUSTER Coffee Club. How you doing?
Great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So tell us, Pheasants Forever. What do you guys do?
Yeah. So, I am the farm bill biologist for McCook. I also work out in Trenton, so Hitchcock County, and up in Frontier. So I'm at the USDA Center, but I'm also part of the local chapter here at this Plains Sportsman chapter. And so the chapter does a lot of stuff. We are pretty involved. A lot of the money that's raised from different events goes to things like legislative active funds, and then we action funds, and then we have pollinator programs that we do with children. But we're really excited because we haven't actually had a banquet in 2 years, unfortunately, due to COVID. So we are planning on having one October 1st, and doors open at 6 p.m. Dinner and a membership is going to be $55, and then dinner is $20. It's a great family event. Come and have fun. And there's going to be a bunch of prizes, a bunch of art, as well as guns for anyone who's interested in that. We'll have some really good food. So that's kind of the basis. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of games. It's a great time.
I was gonna say I've been to several, and the number one thing is like you sit there at the table, and you get done eating your plate of food, and you're just like, that was worth it, right?
Yeah. No, and
It's a lot of good meals.
yeah, it's a lot of good foods. I think they always make sure to have mountain oysters there. So
Sure.
Not this chapter.
Yeah. If you don't know what that is, ask a friend. So, Addie, if folks want to be a part of Pheasants Forever, be part of the group as a whole, what does that process look like?
Yeah, it's really simple. So that's one of the options we have. If you want to be a member, you can just come in and include that in your ticket for sitting down. And so what's nice about being a member is they actually send out like annual journals, and they talk about different programs that Pheasants Forever is participating in. And so if you wanted to be a member, you can talk to me or our chapter president, Mike Winkler. He was the previous farm bill biologist for this area. So he's been in the community for a while. But any of us, we're willing to chat with people and get them involved. So it's really a fun thing.
Like most people in the area, you wear a lot of hats. So we're going to have to get you back for your like real job sometime, and kind of get into that because you do a lot there too, don't you?
Yes, I do. I work primarily on the CRP program and managing people's contracts.
So you know where all the good pheasant hideouts are anyway.
I was just gonna say that.
It's funny you say that because I really don't hunt CRP anymore. I target wheat stubble. We had an older dog who couldn't handle that thick grass, and so I kind of turned different directions. But this year, it might be a little difficult. A lot of people have hayed and grazed it just due to the drought, which is a great opportunity for folks, but still.
So I know, Pheasants Forever, but quail too. So is the numbers better for pheasant or quail this year? Do you know?
So pheasants are introduced. They don't handle drought as well as some of our native species like bobwhite quail. And we also have grouse or prairie chicken down here. So I would say there have been a lot of the numbers for pheasants are down for sure. I've heard a lot of quail and I've seen a lot of quail. So I think the quail numbers are still down, but they're better than what you'd expect for pheasants.
We always have a lot of both up at our place, and about this time of year,
do, huh?
well, but the coyotes are just nuts. So they're
Josh wants to take care of coyotes too.
Can we get who's in charge of coyote mitigation? We need some of that.
Yeah, not me.
What?
But
may know
I've done
a
a
guy.
lot of pheasant
Somebody
research,
say 'em.
and everybody always comes at me with that question. And I actually say, the biggest thing for any of our native game bird species is the loss of habitat. Coyotes, when I was tracking birds down here back between 2012 and 16, and even in my master's in Kansas, I rarely had coyotes get one. We would suspect it would be mostly spring hawk migration, and what are you going to do about thousands of hawks? So.
Right. Well, and then of course the drought this year was, it was bad.
It was tough.
Yeah.
It looks like the backside of the moon up by my place.
Yeah, it's not good.
Well, folks would like to learn more about you. What's a good way to contact? Do you guys have a website or Facebook or anything?
Yep. No, you can contact me. I have an email. I'm happy to give you folks
Sure, yeah.
out, and also give me a shout, or just walk into the USDA center at the NRCS side, or NRCS, Natural Resource Conservation Service. And I'm right there in the office, and I'm always happy to chat with people about
Yeah,
anything.
very good. Our weekend poll time. Ready for the weekend poll? Haley, did we ever decide how the weekend poll was going to be
Yes.
worded? What it was? Because we were going with Grammar Nazi, my sister.
No.
She is.
I think
She has a master's in English.
When we looked it up on Wikipedia, it said we were both right.
Everybody gets a ribbon. Ready to go. But what did my sister, the master's in English, say? What did she say?
She's from Minnesota. They don't.
I
Those
saved
people
this.
eat weird stuff,
Let's see. My sister, I think to quote her, and she would expect this. Jesse, you are correct. She said that right there.
You paid her.
You should not end a sentence with a preposition. So you are smart. Tell Josh never question you again.
That's what Vice always says to the prostitution ring, hey, no proposition here.
So are we ending with a proposition? Is that what we decided?
Yes.
Okay, so it is, what is one household staple that you would refuse to spend less money on?
Oh, that's easy.
Oh,
Toilet paper.
yep.
Gotta have it.
100% agree. Toilet
It's gotta
paper.
be good
Not
quality.
going cheap. No one ply in my
Good
house.
quality. Coffee is another one.
Yeah. How about you? How about you guys? We'll start here. Addie, what do you say? What's a household staple that you wouldn't spend less on?
I guess I would say the toilet paper as well,
Yeah.
because my family used to use that like the single ply. Like, it was terrible.
Oh yeah. Well.
And then I went to the store one day when I was adult, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many options, Mom. What were you doing?
Charmin exists.
A single ply is the Sears catalog. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what she used.
Just one page. All right.
Yeah.
So what is it? Like Quilter Northern, Angel Soft? Where you at?
Oh,
Whatever my wife buys.
yeah. I mean, whatever my husband gets at this point.
Yeah.
I try to avoid the store if I can, because I
Yeah.
just buy everything sometimes.
I was gonna say we decided to go Angel Soft this go around because it was like $4 cheaper, and they lie at the first part of Angel.
Oh.
It's more like devil spit.
Demon.
For me, it would probably
Demon
be
Whipple.
cheese. You know, out of all the things in the world, don't go cheap on cheese. Generic cheese is not as good as good cheese.
And Velveeta is expensive now. And it's not good cheese.
It's
but
not even a real
expensive.
cheese.
When I was a kid, it was like, they're giving it away.
Yeah.
Now it's like $5 for a thumb-sized loaf.
Cheryl, what would you not go cheap on?
What would I not go cheap on? I can't stand cheap meat. So I'm going to get the stuff that's, lean. It's expensive, but it's like,
It's good.
yeah.
Yeah. Range-free, organic.
That's why we
Made of-
exercise our hogs around here, because we want, that lean bacon. Truly, I mean,
I was along the same lines. Bacon is one of them that I.
Yeah.
you like lean bacon.
No, I don't skip on on
Don't
bacon.
skimp.
I buy them.
Fat is the flavor in your bacon.
It is.
Well,
How
I'm
about
just
you, Liz?
curious. Do you have a hog treadmill that you can put them on and keep them fit?
That's answers classified.
That's why he has so many coyotes out there.
That's right. They can't run anywhere.
But they're very fit coyotes. you know.
Yes.
Liz, how about you? What would you not
I'm
skimp
going to
on?
go with laundry detergent. Because ineffective laundry detergent is not a good thing for your friends and family.
I'm wearing burlap.
That is our weekend poll. You can find it on our Facebook page. Go there and make your comments online.
My brothers say cream cheese.
Cream cheese?
Yeah, they have to get Philadelphia. They don't skip on that.
Yeah.
My wife says ketchup. She won't skip on ketchup. It's got to be Heinz or it's wrong.
Do you have a TV or streaming show or something that you quit, but you didn't intend to? So is there something you used to watch, but you don't watch it anymore? You didn't really mean to stop, but you did. And do you plan to pick it back up? So we'll start. Nick, how about you in the back there?
We were watching one on Hulu. I think it's called Bless This Mess, maybe. It's about the couple from New York that moved out to Nebraska and try to make a living on a farm. They have no clue what they're doing. It was a good one. No reason at all. We just quit watching it and started watching other stuff. And a couple weeks ago, Megan said, hey, why don't we start watching that again? So we sat out on the back patio and watched it.
Yeah. Did you finish it? Binge it out, did you?
No, we watched like 2 episodes, then we moved on with life.
Addie, how about you?
Yeah, I think it was like Once Upon a Time, that show that was pretty popular. I got through a couple seasons, and then I started writing my thesis, and I enjoyed it, but
What was
never
your
affected.
What was your thesis on?
My thesis? Mm-hmm. I did a master's at K-State looking at ringneck pheasants and cover crop use.
Nice.
So,
And how many pages?
over 100.
Just some light reading.
Yeah. No, I even went above and beyond. I only had to do 2 chapters, but I was like, we could do camera traps. So I did 3. I was crazy.
You're one of those.
Yeah, I am.
Did you put this on the line online for reading if people?
Yep, you can see my thesis, K-State. You're allowed to access it. Still trying to work on my manuscripts, but I got a kid now, so.
I just want to put that out there because you put a lot of work into it. You don't want just a teacher to read it, right?
I mean, it depends on how much scientific reading you want to do. There's some pretty intense statistics in that.
Are there big words?
Very big words.
I'm out.
5
Big
syllables.
words, Josh is going to
We're done.
pass.
But it was great information.
I can cook it.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, who's next?
Don't need to read.
Did you have a TV or streaming show that you started but you're not watching anymore?
Well, I'll jump in. I like the Alaska shows, and I was watching Below Zero.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I just kind of got distracted with other things. And every once in a while, I'll pop it back on and see what Chip and his family are up to. But winter is coming, so I'm not sure the attraction is quite as much as it is, in July.
That's what Ice Road Truckers was mine. For some reason, I was into that, and I don't know why. And then I stopped. And then the other day, it popped up like, hey, new episodes. And I was like, oh, maybe I should.
Isn't that the show where they always have like a wrecker that's too big for the truck there? And
They're always like, we don't know how this thing's going to get across the
5
bridge.
straps and 8 chains, and we still can't get him out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Haley, how about you and Kyle? You guys watch anything?
I don't know. The only thing I could think of was Kyle was watching Queen of the South, and our Netflix subscription ran out. So
There's that.
yeah.
Go straight to fail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
So we just have to redo that, and then we can watch the rest of it.
Is your wife's The Office?
No, she knows why she stopped watching that. She hates that. I like The Office. It's fun. For me, we started watching that weird space show. I say we, I mean me. And I got like 3 seasons in. And
On the one on Prime, right?
Yeah. Well, because it was free. And then it just got really, really weird. And I don't really know why I stopped watching it, but just ran out of time or whatever. So Michael, did you have one?
No. Don't
Okay.
have a show that I regularly watch. I don't really watch much.
Next topic for Coffee Club today. A couple of would you rathers. Would you rather give a pig a walk or give a turtle a walk? Which one?
I'd walk. Well, I think it'd be easier to walk some pork than it would be to walk some turtle. With a little.
Turtles are actually pretty fast.
Yeah.
You know, we had a little turtle came up to our yard last week or something, and little baby guy. And I called my son, who's in Oregon. I said, I think this is, a great grandchild of the turtle you liked. We had Spike for several years. We marked him, so we knew every year this was the same turtle.
Right.
Spike. And then we found another turtle. One of them had red eyes and one didn't. And we found out that's the male-female thing. I can't remember
Okay,
which is which.
I've never been close enough to a turtle to know what eye color they had.
Well, the kids were like, how do you tell? Well, I know this is kind of racy for radio, but how do you tell if it's a male or female? I mean, they're covered up in this shell.
Yeah.
And that's their eye color. I don't remember which is which, but.
Well, the red-eyed one has got to be the male because he's out drinking to
Absolutely.
No,
cope with the wife and the turtle.
the red eye's got to be the female because she's mad at what the male did.
Oh, that could be.
We'll have to look it up.
Yeah. We need a biologist.
If there was only one in the
Only it was
room.
someone who
One
studied
available.
turtles.
Yeah.
I did painted turtles.
Look,
not
if they
fox
had
turtles.
wings-
Chance for another thesis, right?
I
here.
know. No thanks.
They had wings and a ring.
I didn't do my
She'd be our
PhD
guy.
for a reason.
Next, would you rather have a job that pays $70 an hour but lets you work from home, or a job that pays $100 an hour but requires you to physically be present?
I'd do the $100 an hour and be present because our job would suck if we kind of do it from home.
Yeah.
We'd have to all Zoom call on this. That wouldn't be nice.
Where's this $100 an hour job? Is what I want to know. How about you, Haley? Which one would you choose?
Easy. You just started.
I do like it here.
A month?
Yeah. It was a month yesterday, Josh.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
thanks.
come on. Where you been?
I think I'd rather be here. So, yeah.
It's about the collaboration, isn't it? It's fun. Yeah.
It's fun.
All right. And you gals, what would you say? Which one would you pick? Here you go.
Well, I was forced to telework for a large portion, like a good couple months. And I really missed talking to landowners and meeting folks in the office. So I would say definitely in person, I think.
Yeah. How about you
I
guys?
think it's a no-brainer. More money and get to be with other people. I have a job actually where people come to me because I teach out of my house.
Yeah.
And that's nice. You don't have to commute very far,
Plus, you always have to keep the house somewhat tidy.
which is in its own strange way a benefit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another would you rather? Would you rather carry around 25-pound dumbbell in your bag for no reason, or not be allowed to carry around anything with you?
What?
Can you repeat the question?
Interesting choice.
Is it hard?
Well,
Did
yeah.
I stutter?
So with the 25-pound dumbbell, you're able to have whatever you want with you besides that.
Yes. Otherwise, you can't carry anything.
Well, yeah,
You
you
could
got
have
to
a
do it. I guess
25-pound
you got to do it, you know?
You could have a 25-pound dumbbell and a roll of 100s. Or you could have nothing.
That's exactly what you're saying.
Who came up with that? Was that yours?
Yeah, that was
25 pounds really isn't
submitted
much.
by
I mean,
Jesse.
No, my baby's almost that.
I found it on the internet.
it's a diet over the winter. You know?
If that helps you.
Well, Cordell's 30 pounds, so I
Diet.
already do that.
Next topic for Coffee Club here today. We'll do a little music switch. Da 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 da. What is the most basic thing that you're terrible at? And I sent out the example to everybody as folding clothes. You know, I know people that are absolutely terrible at folding clothes. I mean, they can't do it. And when you get to the towels, you always fold it differently than your wife does, or vice versa.
The fitted sheet is the worst.
Is that the
The
one?
fitted sheet. That's the one where it doesn't have any, square corners, and so it's, And I've seen, life hacks on YouTube, whatever, and it's like, whatever. You
I've
got
seen
too
how
much
they.
time on your hands.
Have you seen how the jumping application for putting it on the bed though?
No.
Oh, you have to check it out. You can find that on the internet.
I'm broadening my horizons as we speak.
Yeah, basically you put your foot in one corner, your other foot in the other corner, and the two tops like this, and then you do this flying squirrel leap onto the bed.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
That couldn't end badly, I know.
That could work for like a double bed. But if you got a king bed, that ain't working.
You have the... Yeah, you could.
No, I got short legs. I'm all torso.
Yeah. I don't put dishes away. That's just, it's like, okay, well, where does this go? Well, you know where it goes. Yeah, but it doesn't fit in there. Well, you got to make room. No, I don't want to shovel everything else to just put this one
My
thing
man.
in.
Yeah.
Putting dishes away. That's it. I will do it badly so no one ever asks me to do it again. Thanks.
I don't mind putting dishes
Lord,
away. It's the pans where you have to get down on your hands and knees,
Yes.
move things,
Right.
set everything
Yeah.
aside. Because
And
the
then wipe
pan
up
you're
dust
using is
bunnies.
in the clear back, right?
And they do that. Darcy does it on purpose.
Sure, she does.
She does. She puts my favorite pan in the back. She's like, well, I hate washing it. So I'm hoping you use a different pan. I want to use that pan.
My wife and I, we were talking about redoing some stuff for the kitchen, and I'm like, you know those cool kitchens where all the pans are like hanging from the ceiling?
Amen.
Right? And she's like, no, there'd be dust on them.
What?
Well, it'd be like cast iron. I always rinse my cast iron before I use it. I mean,
You don't wash your cast iron. You're not one of those.
No, I
animals.
rinse the dust off. No, what I do, I just use water to, clean my cast iron.
Well, you can do the Julia Child method, and all your pots and pans, the interior is facing the wall, and everything has a little drawn thing, so you know exactly where each one goes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then the dust, it doesn't matter if it's dusty because it's on the outside and not on the interior.
And how many whisks and mixing bowls does a family really, really need? I can't even get our, spatula drawer open because there's whisks in there, like 15 different sizes.
Well, there's always the one that wedges up against the start of the drawer.
You're like, "Whoop, whoop,
Well, the question
whoop,
is-
whoop." It's kind of rubbery, so it almost lets you open the drawer, and you're like, "Whoop, whoop." Can't quite get it. What in the heck? You got to crawl underneath and reach up and around. It was that whisk.
Well, while you're down there, you can get my pan in the back of the cabinet.
I should. Why couldn't there be like a conveyor belt, on the floor, so it just, or like Star Trek, where it just comes out of the little dispenser thing,
Where's my ramen? For that price, you can probably hire your own chef and have somebody else do it. So, Liz,
Well,
what
I
is
was
what is the
going to
thing
ask
that you're saying is the basic human deal that you're just
Say
bad
what?
at?
Oh, getting rid of the paperwork. I'm pretty good as the mail comes in to do that method of having the wastebasket right there, and that helps. But there's always I can't deal with it right now, so I'll put it on the table where I can see it's extremely important.
Where
Yeah,
it sits for a
doesn't
month.
always work as well as I would like.
6 months later, it has no relevance. Just put it in the round file.
Well, that's true. That's why you keep the wastebasket still
Right.
there in your dining room next to the table.
All right, Haley, what are you terrible at? What basic human thing are you terrible at?
I don't know.
She's not terrible at anything.
I'm terrible at being appropriate.
All
in
right, let's get
awkward
Kyle on the
situations.
phone here.
I was going to say, I can tell you what my husband's bad at.
Oh my gosh.
If it's like a basic human
That's
task,
pretty basic.
I'm probably pretty terrible at it.
Well, here's what the internet said: handwriting,
Yes.
going to bed at a reasonable time,
I do that very well.
whistling. Bomber can't whistle.
Bomber can't whistle?
Well, he can't loud whistle. There's a video.
Oh, my
Do
goodness.
you
Oh,
remember?
Yeah.
I tried to teach him to whistle, and he's sitting there. It's just annoying. What are the basic human thing are you terrible at? Shutting up is one of those.
That's my husband.
Somebody said making coffee.
You said that right out loud. Well,
That's on the radio now. That's on the interweb. You can't get it
And he's
back.
probably listening.
anything
But that's all
could
right.
be on the internet.
That's okay.
Yeah, it is.
He knows.
Like the number one thing they say don't do is to read your phone or an electronic device at night. And I just the other night found myself just staring at a book. I could not stop.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, why didn't I sleep well?
Kyle, couple of the other ones, tying balloons. Who here is a one-finger tire?
One finger.
No.
You got to use 2 fingers to tie the balloon because you have the little
No,
crevice.
one finger.
You're a one-finger
Yeah,
tire?
you just wrap it around.
Yeah, just.
Yeah.
One-finger tire, two.
Whistle.
They remind me of clowns, so I don't ever. I don't mess with balloons.
Haley, 1, 2?
Two.
2. Gotta be 2.
Two.
Gotta be 2.
I don't even know.
Somebody else, this came from the internet, basic thing that you're terrible at. Remembering the order of the 12 months.
Oh, come on.
What?
Really? Who are these people? And for what?
Only if we're trying to do it in Spanish. January, February, July.
That's not even
What?
close.
I'm saying the J right. July, you know.
I love you, Michael. Here we go. It's games time. We're going to have some fun ones. We'll do breakfast bingo first, Josh.
So the first answer will start with B. Second answer starts with I in Geo.
Okay, so 5 questions.
Got it.
Yeah. So breakfast bingo. It's another name for your car's turn signal.
Bacon.
Blinker.
Hey, I thought it was breakfast bingo.
No, it has nothing to do with breakfast.
But B is bacon. Always. That's just
Lobbyists are hired to do what to politicians?
instigate. Investigate.
I like your answers, but
Incite and foment awkward.
lobbyists are hired to influence
Oh,
politicians.
I got that wrong.
I like to instigate.
Yeah.
A small table next to the bed is called
An ottoman.
Something I
Nightstand.
bumped my toe into in the middle of the night.
nightstand is the actual
Good job, Liz.
answer. Their last names are Cooper, Oldman, and Busey.
Gary,
Gary.
Gary.
George.
The dead people section of the newspaper.
Ooh, the obituary.
There you go, breakfast bingo.
You have to say that in a very solemn voice.
Yeah.
The obituary.
Mortuary.
You can't say it with a big smile, you know.
Mortuary.
My dad, he passed away a few years ago, but he literally would grab the newspaper. The first thing he'd do is open up. He always wanted to see. I want to see if I made it.
I remember that. He came in here.
And I told him, Dad, someday you're going to be right. And so, okay, a little morbid, but when my dad did pass away, what did I do? I went and got the newspaper and say, look, Dad, you were
Yeah,
right.
you made it.
So, what a guy. Which came first? Next on our coffee club, I'm going to give you 2 items. One was introduced to us earlier than the other. So which one's which? Was it Clue or Risk?
Ooh.
I'm going
Risk.
to go with risk.
I think Clue.
I'm going to go Clue.
Okay. Haley, how about you?
Clue.
It was Scarlett in the ballroom
The hammer
With the rope.
with
and
the
the
rope.
chainsaw.
With a chainsaw. Don't recall that one.
That would be the unauthorized version.
Yeah. Clue came out in 1947, whereas Risk was not until 1959.
Really?
I wasn't even there.
Wow.
This is a hard one. Could be a trick question. Was it the Magic 8 Ball or sand?
Sand.
Sand.
Sand came first. I mean, what do we make glass out of, you know?
You're right. Magic 8 Ball was 1947. Sand came out a few centuries earlier.
Yeah. Thus saith the Lord, let there be sand in your bathing suit.
In between your toes. It's the same reason I can't wear thongs. Either kind.
Oh, dear Lord.
Well, we
came-
just,
Yeah,
we just,
it's like, I don't know.
we just
Is there a
dropped
delete
8
button on
viewers.
this?
Rules here.
Which came first?
I know Simply Strings is here, but they didn't mean that.
Simply.
Joshua Anthony. I put a wager down on whether or not we could get through an entire show without that.
That
What
was
have
a
you done?
softball just right there.
All right, we'll let that go. Which came first, the Matchbox car or the paper airplane?
Paper airplane.
You say an
I
airplane?
think airplanes were invented before the car. Isn't that true? I mean, the Wright brothers.
He is actually correct.
Yeah,
the paper
actually,
airplane came out in the 15th century.
Whoa.
Da Vinci.
Yeah. Believe me, once they... Papyrus, what can I do with this? Oh, I can make it float.
Origami.
The Matchbox cars didn't come out until 1952. The wiffle ball or a Pez dispenser?
Pez dispenser.
Gotta be.
How about you guys? What do you think?
Yeah, I was thinking the whip.
Wiffle, okay.
Stick with the girl.
Wiffle ball was 1953, whereas the Pez was 1927. Band-Aids or the disposable razor?
Band-Aids.
Band-Aid.
I'm going to go with the razor.
Okay. Haley, how about you? Band-Aids or the disposable razor?
I'm going to go with the Band-Aids.
Josh?
Band-Aid.
Band-Aid.
Everybody's Band-Aid?
Yeah.
Except for me.
Except for her.
Okay, and you're going razor?
Yeah.
Okay. Disposable razor came out in 1901. Band-Aids 1920.
Oh,
I was
she's spiking
right.
the football over
Look
here.
at that.
That's
Can
not
you
quite
see it?
fair because she does have the advanced degree.
Yeah, she's got a master's.
Certainly in her research, she came across that nugget.
Yeah.
All those readings. Yeah.
We have another fun one here. How long would you say that you stay on hold? You know, it's a little bit different now because, you know, a lot of people want to actually, instead of just being on hold, a lot of people like to text. You know, most people don't like to make phone calls anymore. So calling a customer support line, for example, that can be torture. But thankfully, with a smartphone and earbuds wirelessly, you can keep doing a lot of other things while you're on hold. So what is the longest you would consider being on hold?
I think the longest I was ever on hold for was over 30 minutes. I just let it go. Get that horrible music in the background that like breaks up every now and then to be like, we appreciate you.
Do you? Do you really?
Your car warranty is expiring.
That'd be the deal. I'd be on hold with Dish Network or something like that, and all of a sudden, hey, while you're on hold, I'd like to talk to you about your extended car warranty insert.
Do you have time to clip your toenails while you're on hold?
Probably do.
I think I'd get so mad and I would reverse it on. So when they finally ask, be like, "Oh, thank you for calling. Sorry about the hold. How can we help you?" "Yeah, I would like to talk to you about your extended car warranty."
Oh, that would be beautiful.
That would be so mean.
Dude, we got to do that. We got to do that. We got to record it.
We got a plan for Friday night.
Oh, man. This would be great.
All right, but how about you gals? What's the longest? What are you thinking?
It seems like I'm scarred by a memory of being on for like 2 hours at one point.
No.
But it was one of those absolutely positively had to
Yeah.
connect. And
it must have been the movie
it was
theater
not
hotline.
optional. Now, it could be that it was so painful that it has inflated in my memory.
Slightly.
But I do know it was quite long.
2 hours.
The other day it was 7 minutes and I hung up.
Well, that was that before they started shipping all the customer service to India and. Oh, but you know, of course, we appreciate your business.
I think that's
Pardon me
Irish.
while I rewrap my Teuben. Can you just look up my account?
Yeah.
Oh. Then they spell it wrong. Which is it P or FL? No, there's no Y in my name. It's weird.
My MY, they could get away with that. MY.
Strange.
Josh, what's your longest, would you say?
Like 2 minutes. I don't know.
2 minutes.
I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, I anything that's going to take long, I'd let my husband do it.
That's what
He's been on for a long
I would like a hold music button on my phone so that when they pick up, they hear hold music. Thank you for waiting. Your customer will be with you shortly.
Next topic for Coffee Club this morning. Many of us will rewatch a movie. I mean, we can do Star Wars like 20 different times and not have a problem.
The graphics are going to get better, but yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
But my question is, do you reread books? Okay, now for just simplification, how many people here don't read books? Raise your hand. Okay, so I know who to call on.
That's me and you, buddy.
I read my Bible, but that's really just that and instruction manuals.
I don't.
I'm one of those. Craig probably get me on this one. I love to read an instructional manual for a piece of audio equipment. There is nothing better than knowing how it works, right? Yeah. So with the exception of that, I don't do a lot of reading. Yeah. So,
Dude, you just put it together.
Therapy for that sort of thing.
yeah, buying more equipment.
We're having technical difficulties. Please stand by.
It just goes in there.
It just.
There you go.
Look at that.
Technically challenged.
We're throwing equipment all over the place.
She just dropped
If
the mic.
you'd have read the manual, you'd seen. That's how that releases from
I
the mic
never read
clip.
instructions, and it does not.
Yeah, you just put it
That's
together.
not a good thing.
Yeah.
Back to the book. Do you read books?
Yes.
If so, what kind of books? What are you reading?
Mostly mostly fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you reread the books?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I love it. I'm rereading some right now, listening to some on audiobooks that I've read when I was in college or another time.
They don't change, you know.
But you remember, so it's like you're going through a period of your life and maybe you have some kind of similar experiences, and then you read it when you're older and you get to look at it and be like, oh, how ridiculous that was. But it still is like nostalgia. You know what I mean?
I think that hit me once too. See Spot Run, and the dog was like, "No, just kidding."
Sam, I am.
I understand what you're saying. I do.
Yeah.
So, how about you gals? Do you reread books?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I will. If I have a favorite author, then I tend to collect everything they have. And yes, I am that person. They are in the correct and proper order on the shelf. And I'll read them, I'll enjoy them, and then they sit there probably for years until I've forgotten, because I read a lot of mysteries.
Yeah.
So when it gets to the point that I've forgotten who done it, then I can bring them back out. And it's great.
That's right. How about you, Michael? Do you reread books?
I've reread Mark Twain books over and over and over, and Clive Cussler. Right. What I read a lot of right now is historical anthropology. You really don't read those over and over and over. But, like the Mark Twain and the Clive Cussler. Those are good.
That's a good topic, though.
I like to read. I like to read people's stories and true stories of their life and that kind of thing. But my go-to for just relaxing is Louis L'Amour, and I've probably read all those many times. It's the same plot every time, so
Right.
it's kind of nice.
Different
predictable.
characters.
Different, yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna break the
Slam
book
with Drew
mood
is
here.
done.
I think the last book I ever read was Hank the Cowdog.
Oh, I love Hank the Cowboy.
I can remember Where the Sidewalk Ends. And
Where the red fern grows.
and what was the one with the person's face and the house on top of his head?
What?
What?
I'm confused.
Animal Farm.
No, that's not. No, it's
A
it's
Dr. Seuss thing?
it was a children's book, but a person's face, but the top of the head was actually like a house and roof and stuff. Am I all by myself?
I don't.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't think you
I'm
read.
kind of curious what book this is at this point.
I think you read the book upside down there, bud.
By the way, I was in was it Colorado? I think I was Colorado, and
That's why.
no.
That explains it all.
It was
Went to a
actually
dispensary. Yep.
no, it was Lincoln, and it was just last weekend actually.
Colorado.
And we were driving along, and I saw a sign that said, the sidewalk ends here. And so I immediately thought of the book, Where the Sidewalk Ends. Or was it
Is that
Poems?
the name of the
was
book?
that Poems?
Where the
or was that-
Sidewalk Ends?
Yeah.
Was that the house guy?
Children.
That was
The
Shel
Househead.
Silverstone.
Yes, that's right.
I was gonna say that's a book of poems right there, bud.
It is, yeah.
Which I find pretty good because I don't think I ever actually read the book.
Yeah.
For some reason, I know who wrote it.
I also if you're talking poems, the last poem that I had to do was the Little Red Wheelbarrow,
Found it.
and I had to write a 5-page thesis on that.
It was I found it here.
It's not a book; that's a poem.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
There was a dude with a house on his head.
What is
And
it?
investigator Nick the cop, he found it also. A Light in the Attic. That's the one, the light in the attic. That's the one with the house on the head thingy. You guys didn't see
I
that?
never read that.
You never had that?
Yep.
It was everywhere. See? The house on the head. Right.
This is why we have grandchildren, so that we can,
Yeah.
catch all those
Yes,
things
just
that fell through
relive all
cracks.
those.
Well, the new
Berenstein Bears.
I guess the book that I've read over and over and over again right now is I Love You to the Moon and Back.
Is that your kids?
Yeah, that's like his book that he goes and grabs and he sits in between my legs and he has to flip the pages. So sometimes we say the right words in order. Sometimes we flip like 7 pages. And
Is he catching on yet?
Yeah, he kind of knows like to wait until I'm done. Right now it's
But if you skip a couple pages, he's like, no, we must go back.
no, it's just he gets to the end and he's throws a fit until you've turned the page again to the first page.
Time for the birthdays, anniversaries on this, the 16th day of September. If you know of any birthdays or anniversaries, please give us a call here at the studios.
Everybody born on this day.
Yeah.
Having a birthday.
Josh, you want to start?
Yep. We got Dan Boykin has a birthday today, turns 43. Ashley Brost. And then Jasmine Pritchett has a happy 32nd birthday.
Anybody else have birthdays?
Yeah.
Haley,
so
got
we
some
had
birthdays?
one called in for Connor Tiedemann, who turned 16 today.
Oh, happy birthday, Connor.
Yeah. And I also have one for Kaylee McConville.
On my list, Linda Taylor, Ethan Scott, Jasmine Pritchett. Did you just say that one?
Yep. Yeah.
Jasmine? Okay. So that concludes my list. How about some weekend birthdays, Josh?
So, weekend birthdays, I have, looks like Keldon Dean has a birthday. Patricia Sayer has a birthday. Walter Fitzsimmons. Alex Gonzalez has a birthday. Mark Cool with a birthday on Sunday. And then the legend of Bud Kingport's, my grandpappy. He has a birthday on Sunday, turns 85 years old. We're having a big card party and smoking some ribs for him. That's expensive. Also got Tyler Kennedy, a good friend of mine from Indianola. He has a birthday on Sunday, turning 36.
On my list, Stephanie Dorothy, Dean Sprinkle, he's a good guitar player. Marissa Lindau, Riley Workmeister, Alicia Kalinsky, Vanessa Britton, Tyler Kennedy, Lauren Dismig, Angie Moore, Brian Erlings, Aaron Sawyer, Shane Wilson, Ann Budke, Dustin Rhodes, rapper Robert Sink's got a birthday. Aaron Sawyer has a birthday on Saturday. And let's see. Did you say Shannon McCorkle?
Nope.
Whitney Luce, Robin Klein, and Nikki Capel, all with birthdays on my list here today. And
Feliz cumpleaños.
that is the
Feliz.
list. We got to pick one of those as our birthday winner now, Josh.
Who called in?
Connor Tiedemann.
Yay.
He's 16 now, right?
Yeah. Look out.
Yep, he's going to drive here.
So, happy birthday there, Connor. Come by. Good little prize package list coming your way.
Yep, we have the Scoop Ice Cream now as a birthday sponsor. And then we have a prize package from Coca-Cola, including the Gummy Bear Rain energy drinks, the Caramel Coke, and then also we have a large pizza to the Rocket and a free donut to Sainers.
Chance for you to have a little contest against Josh. Everybody against Josh here. Yeah, this will be good. It is celebrity birthday time. We're going to have, I'm going to yell out somebody. You tell me why they're famous. Try to do so before Josh does.
Uh-oh.
Nick Jonas.
Jonas Brothers.
His brothers, yeah.
I'm telling you, he's quick. So you got to be ready. Bailey DeYoung.
The
Model.
Young sisters.
What?
Well, he was right with the Jonas Brothers. I don't know why I can't be right with the DeYoung sisters. Come on. I beat him, though.
Sure. 1 point for Michael.
Grandniece of Dennis DeYoung, the lead singer for Styx.
Yeah. Everybody gets a ribbon. Bailey DeYoung is an American actress known for playing Ginny.
Jenny.
Johnny.
Oh.
And she was on The Marvelous Ms. Maisel. She's 33 years old. Alexis Bledel,
Actress.
Too.
or Bledel, Bledel. She is from Gilmore Girls.
Oh, yeah, Gilmore Girls.
41 years old today.
This is what I get for not watching TV
Yeah.
anymore. I don't know
Believe me,
anything
if you
about
say
famous people.
You're
I'm
okay.
famous.
When you
Come
said
on.
that, I thought of Golden Girls, and I was thinking of Betty White.
Yeah.
Do you know she was the oldest? Stop it.
You're going to go there, aren't you?
What?
Okay, go ahead.
Who's,
All right.
who's the oldest lady on Gilmore Girls?
Gilmore?
Betty White?
Or no, not Gilmore
Golden Girls?
Golden Girls.
They're all.
I know, but
It
who's
wasn't Betty
the,
White.
It was
I know,
Maude.
but who was the oldest? The one that portrayed the
yeah.
oldest.
Yeah, the grandma, the mother of the old woman.
Yeah, wasn't she like the youngest?
Oh, okay, out of all the Golden Girls, the one that played the mom or the oldest gal on there was actually the youngest of the four.
Really?
Wow.
Not kidding.
And she just
That is
looked
so fun.
ancient?
Estelle, whatever her
Estelle,
name was.
makeup.
Estelle Getty?
Yes, Estelle Getty.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I saw her. They did quite a job with the wig and the makeup and then
Yeah.
getting the manners.
She had a wonderful complexion.
Amy Poehler,
Parks and Recreation.
Yeah.
also Saturday
I was
Night
gonna
Live,
say,
51 years old.
Antarctica.
Molly Shannon,
Actress.
Saturday Night Live. Richard Marx,
He's a singer, I think.
name the song. What is the song?
Oh, Hazard.
Yeah, it's about a little town in Nebraska.
Yeah.
59 years old. Jennifer Tilly,
She's an actress.
Bullets Over Broadway.
Wasn't she in like Bride of Chucky or something?
Jennifer Tilly?
Yeah.
Okay, quick Google search on that.
That's not quick. Got to hit enter.
I did.
Enter.
Bride of Chucky.
Bride of Chucky.
Right on.
Then Seed of Chucky.
Wow.
Then Chucky.
Chucky.
And Bound. I don't think I want to watch any Jennifer Tilly movies. Don't feel the need.
It's a little doll with a knife that goes around.
Yeah,
and hits
she has a
people. Yeah, it's
specialty,
pretty
obviously.
Unnerving.
She was also in Bullets Over Broadway, 64 years old. David Copperfield.
Magician.
Yeah, Losenish or whatever.
Yeah.
He's a Vegas magician.
Now you see me, now you don't.
What do you call a
Oh, my.
musician who has lost his magic?
I don't know.
Ian.
Oh. I get it.
Ian. Oh,
He's a groaner.
you're killing me.
That's pretty funny.
I had to take off my socks and shoes to get that one.
Mark McEwen is 68 years old today.
Actor?
He is a TV weatherman, and he's 68 years old.
What?
Mickey Rourke.
Yeah, he was an
Who's
actor.
the monkeys?
He's the guy that had like the plastic surgery that completely,
He's an
deformed
actor
his-
from
Is that the
Iron Man.
Hey Mickey, you're so
Yeah,
fine?
he wasn't a bad looking
was,
dude, and now he looks like, a book end or something.
Mickey, I would have accepted new coach for Nebraska, but no.
He was on the show The Monkeys back way.
Okay, I'll try.
He was an Iron Man.
He was in The Wrestler, Iron Man 2, Sin City, 9.5 weeks. Those are all his.
Yeah.
I see nothing monkey-esque.
Nothing.
Type it in.
Well, maybe.
The
Yeah,
Monkeys.
you're thinking Mickey Dolenz.
That could be.
Good
Mickey
call.
Dolenz. Mickey Rourke Monkeys says...
He just looks like one now, is what it is.
Hey, we're the Monkeys.
Okay, fail in this corner.
Okay, good.
of a baboon.
Ed Begley Jr.
NASCAR driver.
No.
No, he was the son of Ed Begley, who was a renowned actor, and Ed Begley Jr. was a renowned actor.
I just heard Junior and instantly went NASCAR.
NASCAR.
You'd know him if you saw him. He was in She-Devil, St. Elsewhere, Living with Ed.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that guy, 73 years old. Susan, is it Rutan or Rattan? Are you T-T-A-N?
Well, we're going to get this one wrong.
Actress.
She is 74 years old. Another, you might know her if you saw her.
And we
type
still
gal.
can't get her name pronounced right.
Oh, yeah. She's so famous.
What did she do?
L.A. Law. That's where she came from. Yeah.
Hey, that's another one of those shows that everybody watched, and then they
L.A. Law. Does that actually exist?
Oh, it's the longest running. No, that's Law and Order. Okay, my bad. We'll just see if. Oh, there was a couple people from the
LA
weekend I wanted to get for birthdays. 9/17. Scott Hoying.
the acapella group.
Yep.
Okay.
What's it called?
Listen to him reserving a spot to answer by.
Oh, you're talking pentatonic.
I know it's an acapella group.
Pentatonics.
Yeah, pentatonics.
Yeah.
Brother.
He's from Arlington, Texas.
I was thinking of Home Free for some reason.
Don't you
Oh,
dare
that was a
skip
good
Flo
show.
Rida.
Home
Flo
Free was a
Rida,
good
yeah.
show.
Nebraska State Fair.
Yeah,
alumni now.
they weren't they up there with the Oak Ridge Boys singing?
No, Flow Rider.
Yeah.
we moved on.
I can just hear Flo Rida going, Papa Mau Mau.
That was so great. And that dude that does the bass, he was in the basement. Mo. It was great.
Chelsea D'Angelo.
What?
Model.
She's a TikTok star. Boz Lerman.
What?
With a name like that, how could you forget it?
Do you remember Boz Lerman? It was in the 90s.
I don't know who that is.
That the song came out, Wear Sunscreen. Do you remember the song?
No.
I'd have ignored
Was this?
it anyway.
Oh, this was in. The cover of it had a guy's face and a house on it.
Yeah. A little light in the attic or something.
You're rude. There's no lights on up there. John Ritter.
He was an actor that died.
Company.
Three's Company. Yeah. 10 Simple Rules for Dating My Daughter.
He was in that movie Sling Blade.
No. Was he?
Yes. Yeah. He was a riot in that movie.
Hank Williams Sr.
Country singer.
Yep. Can you name any song by Hank Williams?
All my exes live in Texas. Sorry, that's not his song.
I was going to say, that's, no.
Family tradition.
Is it
No,
family?
that's the Junior.
That's Junior.
That's Junior.
Hey, Good Looking.
Hey, good looking.
Yeah. Your Cheating Heart.
You're cheating hard.
And
Notice how we can sing them, we just don't know who wrote it.
That's me too.
There's a Tear in My Beer.
There's a
That's a good one.
tear in
My dad
my
used to sing that
beer.
all the
And
time.
it's taking some of the effervescence out.
And that's how they came up with Coors Light.
Right. You know, okay, so
It's the salt, isn't it? Yeah, I knew it was.
last
Right,
night,
yeah.
I was seeing this bio of an actor, and they had like a nephew or something named Miller, and then the middle name was Light, Lyte, and I forget what the last name was. And I was like, you got to be kidding me.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, it was a real thing.
Breadwinner right there.
I could probably look at the search.
And now that you put it on the internet, people will link back to this and say, see, it's
know.
true. There's cooperation.
You're
hide
not
from the
done
interweb.
with birthdays, are you? You got to go back.
Why was there
Go back. Go up
We're done.
all the way up.
all the way up?
All the way up. Third
Don't
one
go too
over. You
far.
have to say it for the fans.
Oh.
Why? Just because they won a ball game last
They won a
night?
game last night?
Ball game.
Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Did you know he was a Mahomes the second? Did you know that?
Yep.
I was not aware of that. Patrick Mahomes, the
Kansas
second
City Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs quarterback. Pretty cool guy, though, actually. And
Yeah, he is.
NFL MVP, throws over 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns in 2018, and squeaked out a win last night. It wasn't pretty, but got it done.
You could do a lot worse for a quarterback.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, we'd give him a few more years of eligibility at Nebraska if he wants.
Yeah. Did he play in Nebraska?
No, where do you play college ball?
South Carolina.
On purpose?
Right?
It's not the heat, it's the humidity.
About to wrap things up for Coffee Club here this morning. Give a nice little shout out for Simply Strings coming this weekend. Tell us about the show real quick here. It's on Sunday afternoon, right?
Sunday afternoon at the Fox at 3 o'clock. And it will be, I think, a very good concert. A little bit of music for everybody.
Should be a fun time. And also give us a quick little preview for your banquet that's coming up in October.
Yep. October 1, we got doors open at 6 p.m. Family focused. Come on, have fun, bunch of games, great time, great food.
That's for Pheasants Forever coming up here quick. And we appreciate you guys coming in. Hope you had a great time. Fastest hour of the week right here at Coffee Club. So
All right, thanks.
let's do it.
Beautiful thing.
Should we do the wrap? Here we go. That is Coffee Club on a Friday morning, September 16th, 2022. Happy week.